Hey, welcome back to The Science of Getting Rich Remixed, read by the author Misty Barron. Chapter 5, Increasing Life. Here's the big reveal. The real purpose of wealth is to increase life, not to hoard it, not to lord it over others, not to collect luxury toys so you can feel superior at the next family reunion. Wealth is not corruption. It is capacity. And capacity, aligned with spirit, always expresses as more life. Waddles didn't flinch when he said it. You are not here to shrink, sacrifice, or apologize. You are here to expand life wherever you go. That means when you get rich the right way, you don't steal from others. You create more for everyone. This is the law. All desire for more is spirit pressing through you. Your hunger for growth, your craving for better, your yearning for more, none of it is greed when aligned with love. It is divine intelligence seeking fuller expression through you. A child outgrowing shoes isn't greedy. A seed becoming a tree isn't selfish. Why would you think your expansion is any different? The lie of scarcity tells you that wanting more is selfish, that you should be content with enough. But here's the truth. Enough is often code for stop wanting, stop growing, stop expanding. It's used to shame people out of their natural desire for increase. Spirit doesn't operate at enough. Oceans overflow, stars multiply, forests spread. Life, by design, multiplies life. Your desire for more isn't greed. It's alignment with how reality works. Now, this doesn't mean you skip financial wisdom. Don't go into debt chasing visions. It means you refuse to cap your possibilities at your current circumstances. There's a difference between I want stability, smart, and I should stop wanting more, capitulation. And here's where people get it twisted. Some chase money to gorge themselves, while others play the martyr and give it all away. Both miss the mark. The truth is balance. Body, mind, and soul each require resources. To cut off any part of yourself is to dishonor the whole. Balance means feed your body, health, comfort, pleasure. Develop your mind, education, experiences, art, and expand your soul, generosity, service, spiritual practice. All three. Not body at the expense of soul, not soul at the expense of body. Wealth is the tool that lets you honor all three simultaneously. The person who hoards money while their health collapses, out of balance. The person who gives everything away while their own family suffers, also out of balance. The person who feeds all three dimensions and overflows from that fullness, that's the certain way. This is why Waddles railed against competition. You don't get rich by taking from others. You get rich by creating. You increase life, not shrink it. You don't grab crumbs from someone else's plate. You bake a bigger cake. And guess what? There's flour for everyone. The formless substance is infinite. Source does not ration creativity. The universe does not run out of supply. Competition versus creation. Know the difference. Here's how to tell which mode you're operating in. Competition asks, how do I take market share? How do I beat the other guy? How do I get my piece before it's gone? Creation asks, what problem isn't being solved? What need isn't being met? How can I make something that didn't exist before? Competition looks at a pie and fights over slices. Creation bakes more pies. Competition says there are already too many coffee shops. Creation says, but there isn't one like this, and Starbucks is born. Competition fears others' success. Creation celebrates it as proof that abundance is real. You know you're in competition mode when you feel threatened by someone else's win. You know you're in creation mode when their success inspires you to build something new. Wattles was ruthless about this. You cannot get rich in competition mode. The energy is wrong. The focus is wrong. You're scanning for lack instead of abundance. But shift to creation, where you're solving problems and increasing life, and wealth becomes inevitable. Think about it. The same infinite intelligence that dreamed up galaxies is not stumped by your bank account. Spirit is not wringing hands in heaven saying, sorry, kid, all the opportunities are gone. No. New desires create new possibilities every single time. Modern proof. Take Elon Musk. Love him or hate him, he illustrates the principle. Instead of competing in existing markets, he created new ones. Electric cars were a joke until Tesla proved otherwise. Space exploration was done until SpaceX reopened the skies. And with Neuralink, his team is working toward giving paraplegics the ability to communicate again, bridging science and spirit by literally giving voice to the voiceless. He didn't elbow competitors aside. He expanded the playing field. His wealth flowed from increasing life, not cornering it. Tesla didn't just make electric cars. It forced the entire auto industry to innovate, giving millions cleaner air and lower emissions. SpaceX didn't just launch rockets. It reopened space as possibility for humanity. Even his failures increase life by showing what's possible when someone thinks big. That's the law. Increase life for others and wealth multiplies back. Now look at Madam C.J. Walker. Born the daughter of formerly enslaved parents, she began life with nothing but determination. When illness caused her to lose her hair, she experimented with formulas and built a line of hair care products for Black women, an underserved market no one else was serving. She didn't just sell products, she created opportunity. Walker trained thousands of women as sales agents, giving them income, dignity, and independence. By the time she died, she was America's first female self-made millionaire. Her fortune came not from competition, but from increasing life for countless others. She didn't compete with existing beauty companies. She created a category that didn't exist. Every woman she trained gained financial independence. Every product she sold gave Black women dignity in an era that denied it. She increased life at every level, economically, socially, spiritually, and the law responded with wealth. Wisdom across traditions. Judaism teaches tikkun olam, prosperity as partnership with God in repairing and enriching the world. Taoism points us to the Tao itself, the ever-renewing current of life, reminding us that expansion isn't forced, but is the natural way of things. Together they echo Wattles' claim. Life is designed to multiply, not contract. Every tradition whispers the same truth. Life is meant to expand. And let's be crystal clear. Your desire for wealth is not greed. It's spirit calling you to expand. Your wealth is not robbery. It's contribution. Your prosperity is not shameful. It's testimony. Every dollar aligned with increase is holy. Every creative act that multiplies life is sacred. The law is absolute. Increase life and life increases you. How to increase life right where you are. You don't need to build Tesla to apply this principle. You increase life every time you solve a problem no one asked you to solve. The coworker who organizes the messy supply closet. The neighbor who starts a carpool. The friend who creates a group chat that actually brings people together. Small increases compound. Over-deliver in tiny ways. The barista who remembers your name. The Uber driver who keeps water bottles in the car. The teacher who stays 10 minutes late to answer one more question. These aren't big gestures. They're consistent ones, and they ripple. Share what you know freely. The accountant who posts tax tips on TikTok. The mechanic who teaches basic car maintenance on YouTube. The grandmother who shares her recipes. When you increase others' knowledge, you increase life, and the law notices. Notice the pattern. You're not taking anything. You're creating, adding, multiplying. That's how wealth finds you. This isn't theory to memorize. It's a way of life to practice. You're not waiting for permission to increase life. You're starting today. Every small act of creation, every moment you choose expansion over competition, every time you honor body, mind, and soul, that's you activating the law. And here's what Waddles promised. Do this consistently and wealth becomes inevitable. Not because you're hustling, because you're aligned. What to do next? Increase life 3 times this week. Pick 3 moments to actively increase someone's life. Solve a problem they didn't ask you to solve. Share knowledge freely or over-deliver in a small interaction. Write down what you did and how it felt. Notice if anything comes back to you. Spot the competition trap. This week, catch yourself in competition mode. Comparing, envying, fearing others' success, or thinking, there's not enough. When you notice it, ask, how could I create something new instead of fighting over what exists? Shift from scarcity to possibility. Balance audit. Rate yourself 1 through 10 in each area. Body, health, comfort, pleasure. Mind, learning, experiences, growth. Soul, service, generosity, spiritual practice. Which is lowest? Make one small investment there this week. Balance isn't achieved once. It's practiced daily. Spark query. Why is it that every time I seek to increase life for myself and others, wealth flows naturally to me? Great money myths. Myth 1. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. Not true. The advancing person gets richer. The stagnant person gets stuck. Scarcity isn't law, it's a story. Abundance expands for anyone aligned with it. Myth 2. CEOs don't deserve millions. Some extract, some expand. The real test, did they multiply life? If yes, their wealth is not theft, it's proof of value created. Every dollar aligned with increase is holy. Myth 3. Money changes people. Wrong. Money just amplifies who you already are. A jerk with money is a louder jerk. A generous soul with money becomes a force for good. Myth 4. You need money to make money. Nope. You need value to make money. Ideas, service, innovation. These spark wealth long before capital does. Myth 5. There's never enough to go around. Lack is a lie. Spirit doesn't ration. Nature overflows. Trees, stars, oceans, ideas. You're not fighting over crumbs. You're standing in a bakery that never closes. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you next week for the next chapter of The Science of Getting Rich Remixed by Misty Baron, available on Amazon. Hey, if you like this chapter, would you please like, subscribe, share with all your friends? They need to know how to get rich too. Sharing is caring.